What up, homies? My name's Dave, and today I'm up here in Austin, Texas with the beast himself, David De Las Morenas. How's it going, man?
What's going on, bro? Welcome to Texas.
Welcome to Texas. And today we're going to be doing something we've done before. You guys really seem to like it. Basically, we're going to be breaking down some of your best dating questions and putting you guys on the right track. You ready for it, bro?
Let's get started.
All right, Beach, you want to read the first one?
First question, how to find and recognize a good girl worth keeping?
All right, so for this, I think a big mistake a lot of guys make is they think they need to find the hottest girl for them and go right for it. But we've both made that mistake before, right?
Yeah, we definitely have, man. I think it's easy to just, especially when you haven't had a lot of experience with girls, just any hot girl, that's enough, right? If she's hot, that's enough. But then you end up hanging out with some girls who maybe you have nothing in common with. Maybe she just has a really obnoxious personality. And like, bro, at the end of the day, it don't matter how hot a girl is. Like, if you're not actually enjoying yourself when you're with her, then there's better ways to spend your time.
Yeah, she's gonna have some substance behind her, right? So with that in mind, in terms of how to find this, dream girl for you, it really comes down to two main things you gotta look for, right? The first thing is, do you guys actually click well? Do you have some chemistry? Do you enjoy spending time with her? Or are you just looking for that validation by, having a hot girl in your arm? Because if that's the case, you're probably doing it for the wrong reasons, right?
Yeah, so up front, you're attracted to her and you guys can tolerate each other, you enjoy your company. But then after that, as you start hanging out with her more and more, you got to look out for red flags.
Yeah, and for me, like a couple red flags that I look out for are, does she work out consistently? And because you don't want her, later on in the relationship, you know what I'm trying to say. And then does she cook? Because for me, I don't love to cook myself, and that's a pretty important thing. Like I like to have a girl who can cook a great dinner.
Yeah, no, I could probably let cooking slide because I like eating out so much, but cooking is definitely a big bonus. I think some other red flags that are really common is like a girl who's not over her ex, so she's bringing up her ex all the time. I actually had a buddy who, this girl legitimately took out her phone mid-date or like later in the day and called her ex.
No.
Which is like, man, she's not over. If she's not over someone else, then she's not gonna be open to to experiences with you. Or something else is, I've dated several girls who have been in like dark places, and, had a lot of anxiety or depression.
Yeah.
And if the girl you're dating with seems like she's going through a lot of mental struggles right now, she's probably not in a place where she's gonna be ready to give herself to you, or just to be open to meeting someone new. And same with you, man. If you're in a dark place right now, it might maybe get some therapy. Work through your demons before you worry about dating.
All right, number 2 is, why girls send me their nudes, but when it's time to meet, they flake?
Man, I don't know, is that we're getting older now? I'm 30, you're 29. But the only time I've exchanged nudes with a girl is like a girl that I'm seeing consistently, and maybe we're apart for a week or two, and I'm trying to maintain like that sexual tension, and like you're trying to be excited to see each other again. Yeah. Like, but if you're sending nudes, or a girl's sending you nudes before the first time you've hung out, I'd ask you, like, why that's happening. Are you asking for nudes?
Why are you trying to even get nudes in the first place? Like, you're trying to just wank it off to the girl's pictures? Like, just go and hang out with her, bro, and sleep with her in real life. Like for me, I never really cared about seeing a naked picture of a girl. Like, I'd rather just hang out with her.
Man, communication, I'm sure you've heard this from Dave before, but, the communication before the first date should more or less just be to set up the first date. Like, yeah. if you're getting nudes, man, like, this is from point A to point B, and you're like up here somewhere, man.
Plus, it screws up all the sexual tension to the point where she doesn't even want to hang out anymore, or it's gonna feel weird. So instead of trying to get nudes and like close a deal in that type of weird way, what you want to do instead is just push for the hangout, go for the first date, and then get her clothes off later on if things go well, and you don't have to worry about getting the nudes. By the way, man, if you're struggling with your dating life right now, like you're struggling to get to the first date and then get past that, struggling to attract the girls you really want, help, even struggling to approach them in the first place, then we want to help you out.
Yeah, so we're going to do a little coaching together where we're going to work with you guys personally. So basically, right now we're looking for about 25 super motivated dudes who are ready to get this area of your life taken care of. And we're looking to work with you over a 10-week period where we're going to help you just completely smash through any plateaus you've been seeing in your dating life.
Yeah, we're going to keep you accountable. We're going to show you sort of our blueprint for success. So you're just going to go follow it, stay accountable, and we're gonna make it happen for you.
If you want to be one of those 25 guys, just click the first link in description. That's going to take you to a quick application. Fill that out, and then we're going to get back to you if we think it's a good fit. All right, I've been on several first dates with various girls, and I really struggle with getting more physical and forming a spark. I think this is the reason I don't get second, third, or fourth dates. It's because the girl gets bored and I don't initiate enough romantic interest to avoid the friend zone. It doesn't help that I'm naturally shy around girls. So, I mean, this is a common problem, man. Like, and I think that it gets worse, especially if you're someone who's naturally a little shy. It's really easy to kind of get in your head when you're on the date and get into that, like, that interview mode where you're just like, oh, how many brothers and sisters do you have? Like, what are your plans for the weekend? And I used to do this too. So, I think you need to maybe focus more on just like having fun during the day.
But all right, you've been on a lot. I know you had a streak where you went on a lot of first dates. Like we both kind of did, but you were doing it a lot at one point. Like,
you were doing it a lot at one point.
Yeah, but like for you, what was your formula?
All right, so the main thing is that you start strong. So if you're meeting a girl for drinks at a bar, give her a warm hug, choose the seats you're gonna sit at, lead her over, say, okay, let's sit over there at the bar, and that's gonna get you started on the right foot. And then from there, obviously if it's a first date, you probably only know a little bit about her. So ask her about something you know about. Maybe how was that interview today? How'd the interview go? And then from there, you want to look for opportunities to flirt and tease her or to dive deeper about things that she's interested in. But that being said, I don't think it hurts to have some like questions in your back pocket in case the conversation dies down a little. So for example, something I used to ask girls all the time was, if you could wake up anywhere in the world tomorrow, where would it be?
Yeah, and to even build on that, man, like another question I always ask is, what's the most adventurous thing you've ever done? Or even like, what's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done? Because you want her getting that, like feeling that adventurous and spontaneous spirit, because then she's going to be more down to do adventurous and spontaneous things with you later on, like go home with you, right? But even to build on with what you were saying, when you sit at the bar, like the reason you want to do that is because you're side to side, you can get physical, right? And that's another thing you want to do throughout the date is get physical, touch her on the arm, touch her on the face, maybe not in the face, but you're kind of going in and out, and that helps you build the sexual tension to the point where you can bring her home later on and make that magic happen. Bada bing, bada boom.
He's like bob and weave. She's trying to touch you,
like Ali up in there, bro. All right, next up. So this girl broke up with her man last week. She plays college level soccer, and she's a fine ass Latina. Ooh. We are both about to be 20, but we were flirting and say how she wants me and whatever for a few days and shit. And now she said, I don't want anyone, honestly. I'm just chilling right now. I haven't talked to her in a few days. What do I do moving forward if I want to pursue her again?
She's just chilling right now.
She's just curse chilling.
She ain't chilling with you, though.
She ain't chilling with you. No, so one thing I'll say here, man, is a lot of guys make the mistake of trying to over pursue when a girl says she's not ready right now. And what they do, and I know we were talking about this before, right? Like you end up pushing a girl away by trying to just like try those extra one or two times.
Dude, I pushed a lot of girls away, right? Because I know in the back of your head, you're like, man, fuck it. I'm just gonna ask her one more time. If she says yes, good. If not, like at least I have closure. But like, what happens is you cross this line where you're going from maybe having good game and having an abundance mindset to where you're needy now, and where you're putting yourself in this position where you're super needy. She knows you're being needy, and like you essentially kill your chances with her. Whereas if you're able to hold yourself back and to pursue other girls and to give her space, like she just broke up with her boyfriend, man. She legitimately might just need some time to chill. Girls like do come back around. They do come back around.
No, so you should be out there talking to other girls like that. This should be like a little blip on your radar. Like, oh, she's not ready. Time to go talk to Susie at the cafeteria.
Nah, even like take it as a win, man. Yeah. Take it as a win. Be like, all right, like I made contact. We had some flirty contact. She's not ready right now. It's all right. It's I took action. Like it might work out later.
Keep building.
Hey David, broke up with my ex. It's been about 2 months now. She cheated on me countless times. Has permanently broken my mind. Damn, man, she didn't even break his heart. She straight broke his mind.
Psychological warfare, bro.
But when I seem to be better, she pops back in my life, sending me a text. And I miss you text, and I can't just seem to walk away. What can I do? I mean, first of all, I think as a rule, if a girl you're with cheats on you and you are in like, you know, an exclusive relationship with her, you need to walk away, because it's going to be near impossible to get her trust back. And even if you try and get over it, you know, in the back of your mind, whenever you're not with her, you're going to be going crazy. It's better just to have that fine line. As soon as the cheating's done, the relationship's over.
Yeah, but you also got to be willing to cut her off completely once it ends. She shouldn't even be texting you saying, I miss you, because what she's doing there is she's trying to reach back in and take the power back. She wants your validation again and again, right?
Yeah, you know, maybe through a friend of a friend or through social media, she sees you doing better, and she's, you know, she probably feels that, you know, clearly this girl probably has some mental agony or something, right? If she's cheated on you this many times, she probably senses that she's losing.
Oh damn, Dave's been lifting.
Yeah,
I need to get back on the hook. I need to reel this motherfucker back in.
Yeah, right. Like clearly, some in her mind, she gets some satisfaction from like tormenting you, man, which is fucked up. But you need to completely cut communications. You know, breakups are never easy, even if cheating's not involved. I mean, me and Dave were living together at a time. We both were going through some hard breakups, and it's tough, man. It puts you in a dark place. And the best thing you can do is put as much distance between you, because if you cut her off hard, you know, block her number, whatever it needs to be, and you just don't hear from her for 6 months, man, I promise you're gonna be back, like living your life again, and you're gonna finally like get free from her reach.
And you're gonna be able to get even more quality girls in the future. You're gonna become a better man, and you're gonna respect yourself more, and girls are gonna respect you too.
And honestly, I think that maybe even the most important thing here is not to let this cycle repeat itself, right? Like I have many friends who they just go through the same dating cycle over and over and over again. So when you're starting to date again, you know, when girls do things earlier in the relationship that are not okay with you,
like maybe flaking, maybe acting weird to service people, maybe talking shit about friends, just
maybe it's like,
not cool,
you know, if it's a girl who's cheating on you, I don't know, maybe she's outright flirting with a dude right near you or touching another dude or something. Like, you have to be at the beginning of the relationship, be able to draw those hard lines and say,
this is not cool with me.
Yeah, this is not cool with me. You know, it's not like you're always trying to give her an ultimatum or something, but you know, when in those times it's not cool with you, know, this is not cool with me. I can't be with someone who does behavior like that. It makes me feel. You know, focus on how it makes you feel, and be willing to walk away, because if you just let those things slide, you know, it's only gonna escalate.
But yeah, Beast, thanks for being in the video, bro. We actually just made another.
That was a solid pound.
Yeah, I mean that fight hurt my wrist a little bit. Man. But if you want to see us answer some more of your questions, I made a whole playlist with some of our Q&As right over here. You can go check that out. Also check out Beast's channel in the description.
In the description, and I'll look forward to your subscription.
Yeah, and we'll catch you there, homie.